All right, we'd like to welcome Tony Finau to the interview room here at the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Tony entering this week at number 7 in the FedEx Cup standings, and certainly on a bit of a hot streak, wins at the 3M Open and Rocket Mortgage Classic. Maybe just some opening remarks about return to Memphis and how great your game's been lately.
Yeah, thanks. I think 7 is a good spot to be in. It's the best. It's the highest up on the FedEx Cup list I've been in my career going into the playoffs. So I think that's a good thing, and I'm looking forward to the challenge this week and throughout the playoffs. It was a nice week at home. Had my foundation event early in the week, which was nice on the Korn Ferry Tour. We kind of coexist with the Korn Ferry Tour, and I thought that was quite a special event, and had a nice week at home. So refreshed and ready to make a run at the FedEx Cup.
You've had a few rounds under your belt here at TPC Southwind. Just thoughts on the golf course?
Yeah, it's a great golf course. Not the grass I prefer, Bermuda. Growing up in Utah, we don't deal with Bermuda grass, but it's a golf course. I have had some nice rounds on. I haven't been able to put together 4 good rounds here, but we're looking to change that this week. But it's a great golf course. Got to keep the ball in front of you. You got to hit the fairway. You're going to get some crazy lies out of the rough. So keeping the ball in the fairway is a premium, and it's something that I've done a great job of over the last couple events. And if I continue that, then I'll play well this week.
Oh, great. Just a reminder, we'll please ask for a microphone if you have any questions. At this time, we'll turn it over to some questions. Cam Morfitt.
Tony, there was a lot of video that was of you dancing, and in one of the videos it said that you dropped your wife's phone in the pool. Did that happen, and did the phone survive? What was the reaction from your wife?
Yeah, the first part of that, I was surprised. All my family was at the airport. A lot of my family, we actually had a family reunion, and it finished on Sunday evening. They had a little watch party, and they basically moved the reunion from where it was in Salt Lake to the airport to kind of greet me. So that was really cool. They made signs. But, you know, I think as I mentioned, a lot of my post-round interviews, family is everything. And you kind of saw that, I think, there with a lot of my family being there and greeting me and kind of celebrating those back-to-back wins. So that was special. And then it was just we did a birthday party for my daughter. She just turned 1, our youngest. And we had a pool party for her. And one of my cousins who we hired to DJ, of course, plays the Dougie song, which I guess I'm kind of known for now. And so I started a Dougie, and I decided to flip my wife's phone up in the air. I actually thought it was my phone. So when it landed in the pool, I actually was still Douging. And then I looked in, and I'm like, wait a sec, that's not even my phone, that's my wife's. I better get out of the pool. So that's why I kind of reacted that way, and kind of snuck away from the pool to make sure I dried it off, because I'm like, I'm going to be in some hot water if my wife's phone stops working. But that was kind of it. It was a nice week at home. I was able to relax and just be with a lot of family.
You actually saved the phone? Those things don't do well in water.
Yeah, the phone was fine. It was in there for a few seconds, but the phone ended up being fine. I think she had a nice case on it, which was the saving grace.
We'll go to Shane Ryan.
Tony, just a quick follow-up there. I know you have a background in fire knife dancing as well. Is there anybody on the PGA Tour who is a better dancer than you, or are you number 1, do you think?
I don't want to be the self-proclaimed number 1. I'll leave that to you guys. But I do enjoy dancing. I grew up dancing, entertaining, doing Polynesian dancing. My mom had a traveling luau, so that's why I had to learn how to do the fire knife dance, and so I'm not shy to dance and entertain, just because I've been doing that since I was young and things. As far as the number 1 dancer on tour, I'll leave that to you guys.
Slightly more serious question. A report came out this morning that there may be a couple golfers who are bound for LIV eventually, but they're kind of sticking around for the playoffs and maybe for the President's Cup. I'm just curious how you find that approach, compared to the guys who left months ago or something, the ones who are kind of, seems like maybe going to collect a paycheck and then go collect another paycheck, if you had any thoughts about that.
Yeah, no real thoughts. My focus has always been, being in the position I am just to win the FedEx Cup, I'm here this week and having a great opportunity in front of me. As I mentioned before, I'm number 7 coming into this week. I've never been this high up in the FedEx Cup ranking. So to me, I'm excited for the opportunity that I have to be here and compete for a FedEx Cup, and that's where all my attention is.
Okay, we'll go to Mike in the back and then back to Cam.
Tony, a couple of quick questions. First of all, you mentioned it a little bit, but when you have this kind of momentum, how well you've played leading into this tournament and also winning this tournament, though it wasn't here last year, is this the best in terms of your momentum that you feel going into this week?
Yeah, no question. It's definitely the most momentum I've carried into the playoffs. Back-to-back wins is nice. But I think, as I mentioned, in Detroit, why I was able to play well in Detroit is every week is different. Every week is new, and there's no difference this week. There's definitely some momentum carried, but I'm treating this week just like any other, as if I'm just preparing for any golf tournament. And that's how I'll approach the week and just make sure that I'm properly prepared when it's time to tee it up on Thursday.
And while you guys are getting ready for this huge event, obviously this live story just doesn't go away. Is it disappointing to you, though, that it's gotten to the point where guys that left are now trying to get back in the most profitable part of your PGA season?
Yeah, again, I can't say that I put that much thought into what the other guys are doing. I had quite a busy week, again, as I mentioned, and a lot of my attention has been on focusing on this week and being properly prepared for the FedEx Cup and a chase after the FedEx Cup and just being with my family. I haven't had really enough time to reflect on anything else other than those two things.
Okay, we'll go to Cam and then over to Mark.
Tony, do you like being in sort of an underdog position at number 7? I think Scotty's had the lead in the FedEx Cup all year, and sometimes the lead has been kind of outrageously large. Do you like sort of being in that chase position? And then secondly, did you watch any of the Tom Kim victory on Sunday? And is that one of your goals, is to go out and see that kid hit a shot?
Yeah, I'll answer that second part first. I did watch a little bit of the Tom Kim victory, and it was so impressive. I mean, this kid's 20 years old, unbelievable player, and he just kind of burst out onto the scene. The first I had heard of him was at the Scottish Open, and he had a chance to win there. Had some nice tournaments, until the Wyndham, and then he runs away with the victory there. I think it shows a lot of fortitude. My son and I talked about it. He started with a quadruple bogey, apparently. His tournament started with a quadruple bogey, and he was able to win the golf tournament by 5 shots. So really, I'm happy that Tom was able to show my son to not give up. That's something that I've always told my son, but I think he's starting to understand that great things happen if you just keep your head down and keep going, and Tom Kim was able to show that last week. His 28 on that front 9 on Sunday, I mean, I can't believe that's the second lowest score in 9-hole history. Has somebody shot 27? Apparently somebody has shot 27, which is unbelievable, but amazing young golfer, and I definitely was able to watch that. Do you mind repeating your first part of your question, Cam? Oh yeah, do I like being in a chase position? Yeah, I like being in the top 10 going into the FedEx Cup. Again, it's a spot that I've never been in. Honestly, you probably want to be Scottie Scheffler right now. You are controlling the whole FedEx Cup. If he wins a FedEx Cup event or a playoff event, he's going to be in demand and control of the FedEx Cup. He's going to have one hand on it, if kind of relatively speaking. So that would probably be the ideal position, but the way that the staggering score is set up now, I think if you're in the top 5 to top 10, you're going to have a great chance to win the FedEx Cup.
Go to Mark.
Hey, Tony, I think officially in the record book, you are now the defending champion of this event because you won the Northern Trust. Do you consider yourself the defending champion? And I guess, how have you played? How do you feel like you've played this course in the past? Whether it was WGC or if you came here before that, even that.
Yeah, it's definitely strange defending on a golf course that I haven't won on. Usually, when you defend, a tournament, it's on the same course, so it's a little different. But technically speaking, I am the defending champion. I won the first playoff event last year, which was at Liberty National, not here. Quite a different place. My track record isn't great here. I think if you look at the numbers, I've had some nice rounds for sure. Haven't been able to put together a great tournament here, but with the momentum I have and where my game's at now, I'm looking to change that.
Any more questions for Tony? Great, Tony. Thanks so much. Best of luck this week.
Thank you.